What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So you have finished designing your magazine or your book and you want to print it, but you don't know how to export it. Well, in this video I'm going to show you the best way to do that. Now before we start, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do and subscribe and like the video if you found it helpful. Now we are going to use this design for this tutorial, but if you want to learn how to create this inside Affinity, I have a separate video on it. I'm going to leave the link in the description so that you check it out. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into the tutorial. So before you export your work, the first thing that you want to do is to check out for mistakes, okay? Because you don't want to print your work, then after that you realize you have issues. That's not going to be a good news. So you would want to check all your mistakes, possible mistakes that you might have with the work. So we are fortunate that Affinity is having an option called Pre-Flight that is going to help us check all these mistakes with our typos or our images and everything. So you have to make sure that you are inside your Layout Studio. You come to Windows, select Layout, then select Pre-Flight, and you're going to see that it just added to your tabs here. So you want to click check now, and you're going to see that all these are issues relating to the work. So here we could see some spelling mistakes, we could see image quality issues, and we could also see overflowing text frame issue. All right, so if you want to correct any of these mistakes, you just want to double click on it and Affinity is going to send you to where you made that mistake. So you could see that we have this statement which says for the one you cherish the most. I actually wanted to write for the one you cherish, not for the one you chase. So this is the mistake that we have to correct. So I'm just going to make the writing here, just type cherish, and you can see that when we check now, we don't see that issue anymore because the writing has been done. We go ahead and double click on the next issue and it's going to bring us here, and you can see that the spelling of February is wrong. Not necessarily wrong, but I started with small letter F and continue with big letters. So Affinity is saying that this is not the right thing to do, but if you intentionally did it that way, then you can ignore it. But in my case, that was a mistake, so I have to correct that. So I'm just going to delete this and bring the big letter. All right, so you check it again and you could see that we don't have that anymore. All right, so now the next ones are images. Okay, now the minimum DPI value you can have for your image is 72. Okay, but in our case we are having 62 and the other two is 30, which means that the image is very the quality of the image is very low. Okay, so we want to have a high image so that when we print we have a good result. So the only way you can do this one is to replace your image with high quality ones, but in this tutorial I'm not going to do that. But in your case, when you find or you see these issues popping up, you have to enhance your image quality and replace it so that when you print it you don't have a blurry image result. All right, so I'm just going to skip the image quality issues and come to the overflowing text frame. So I'll just double click on it and it's going to send me to this place. Now let's see what is happening here. Okay, so when I stretch this, you could see that we have another word. Okay, so the love was typed twice and it was overflowing this text. Okay, so what I want to do is to get rid of one of the love, okay, and just bring in just make it look like this, and that is good. All right, So now I'll just click check now, and you can see that that one too is out. Now we have another overflowing text issue, so I'll come down here, and this I indicates that there is a problem with the text frame. Okay, so anytime you are pushing text and you see this I, it means that some texts are hidden, we can't see. All right, so I'll just bring this one down, and that corrects the issue. So I'll just check it, and you can see that we don't have it anymore. All right, so we have another one. Double click on it, and you can see that the spelling of forever is wrong. We have two E's, of which that shouldn't be the case. So I'll just click and delete one and run it again, and you can see that that issue has been solved. Okay, so now we don't have any issues. The only issues we have is the image quality, but I've already talked about it. Make sure you change it anytime you see these problems. And yeah, so now we are okay with all our errors so far as this tutorial is concerned. So we have to export it, and this is how you have to do it. Okay, so you come to File, you select Export, then you click on Export again. Now you can see that we have various formats. Okay, but what I recommend is PDF. Anytime you want to print, you have to make sure that your format is in PDF. Now we have PDF for print and PDF for press ready. Okay, so what I recommend is you select PDF press ready. Okay, now once you select it, you come to your right side. So under the area section, we have several options. We have the all spread, we have current spread, that is if you want to print just the selected spread. We also have all pages and also current page. Now let me show you when to use the all spread and all pages. Okay, so let me close this one for the meantime. Now when you look at this composition, you can see that everything has been arranged page by page. Okay, so this one we have all the elements at one page, and we also have the other element at the other page. Now in this case, if you select all pages, you don't have any problem. Okay, but when you come down here, you can see that we have this picture that is overlapping the pages. In this case, if you select the all pages, you might have problems with the cutting of your pages. So what you will want to use is the all spread options. Okay, I hope you understand. All right, so I'm going to export this document using the all spread option, and also export it in all pages so that you see what I mean. All right, so let's get back to our export option. Come to File, select Export, select Export again, and today and let's maintain all spread for this export and come down. Okay, so you want to make sure that your color space is CMYK, and also make sure that you check this include printers marks is also checked, and also crop marks is also checked as well. Now you don't want to check this registration marks and color bars, you don't want to check them. Just turn all these options off and come down. I think that's all we have to select. You have to make sure that your quality is also 100. Okay, now you can just hit export and you give it a name. So I'm going to say Love Magazine. Let me say Love Magazine 1, and just hit save, and it's going to export it. Okay, all right, so let me go ahead and export, but this time I'm going to select all spread. Okay, so it's going to be the same settings, but we're going to change the all spread to all pages, and you could see what we mean. So everything is the same as what we did for the first export. Okay, now Someone might ask, what is the crop marks and the printer's marks? Okay, so these are the marks here that helps you to cut your work, okay, your printed work. So that is the crop marks. Okay, so I'm just going to hit export, and I'm going to name this one 2, and yeah. So now I'll just show you, let me show you. So we have 1. Okay, I just want to show you the difference. Okay, and let me come back and open the next one. Okay, all right, so this is the one, this is the all pages one. Okay, so let me scroll down. You can see that this is page by page. Okay, this is page by page, and you can see this is separated from this. Okay, so it means that when we print it and we are cutting the work, we have to be very careful and cut it very nicely, so that when we put them together we will have a perfect image. Okay, and sometimes this might be a little bit challenging, so that is why I ask that anytime you are having images overlapping, you want to go for the spread. Okay, so let's check the spread one, and you can see that it's quite good. Okay, so let me zoom out and see. So now for the spread, when we are cutting, we just have to cut this side, and we don't have any issue with the middle part. Okay, so yeah, that is how you can export your work for print. Okay, so let me come back. Yes, so yeah, that's all for today. I hope this video helps you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do and subscribe and support this channel. Thank you very much for watching, and let me see you in the next one. Bye bye.